This is probably ridiculous, but it's like the only hair tie I can find. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The birds say welcome back too. And the dogs, all of the animals bark, bark, squeak, bark, squeak, bark, squeak. Well, okay, we're just gonna muster through this. I'm gonna try and have y'all stable, but I haven't found my tripod yet. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so welcome back. The animals say welcome back too. So today I wanted to go through some of my cross stitching. One, because I'm really like missing cross stitching, and I also want to join this Harry Potter choose your own adventure like storyline stitch along something. I don't know. I will leave the information for that down below. I believe it's by the Cunning Stitcher. I'm like not 100% sure. I saw that I think Rachel Ray was doing it, and then I was like, oh, Harry Potter. I can never find a Harry Potter cross stitch that like I really want to do, but Christmas always makes me like think of Harry Potter because we do Harry Potter movie marathons. So yeah, that's what I thought we'd do today. I'm also going to the doctor today because I have been having problems. Ignore my blinds back there. Apparently, like, this one needs a bolt. No, this one needs a bolt. Because they have these, like, let me see if I can show you. I can't show you on that one. But, like, right here, they have these plastic bolts that let them go up and down. And that one's missing a plastic bolt. Also, don't worry, I am sick, but this is just eczema. I have dark circles under my eyes, but they're just eczema. And your girl's got coffee. So yeah, I have to drive an hour into Houston today to go to the doctor because, long story short, I'm keeping all of my doctors and therapists and psychiatrists down in Houston. But my doctor can't get me in right now, and even if he did, I love this doctor, but there's like a 4-hour wait to see him. So yeah, probably won't be doing that. So I'm actually gonna go to like a CVS Minute Clinic because I think I just have like a really nasty case of like a sinus problem, and we didn't have heat for like 4 days in the camper, so I'm pretty sure that probably didn't help. So yeah, but I also wanted to tell you guys a story about Gus because something happened. He's fine, but if you guys do not want to hear about my dumb antics and the fact that my dog thinks he can fight a barbed wire fence, just like skip ahead a minute or two. I won't put pictures or anything. I have pictures, but that's mostly just so I can I can monitor his like healing. Also, of course, I sent it to like a vet friend of mine. So excuse me. Let's go lift up their cage real quick, their cage cover, because then maybe they'll stop screaming so much. And I can also show you guys them. Okay. Hi, Smokes. So, let me see. Can I flip your camera around? Alright, ignore her cage. I need to clean it. That's Smokey. Hi, Smoke Poke. Yeah, hi, Smokey. We had these covers in here because it was so cold, but I need to take them out. Also, she is a giant fan of, not going to show you, but pooping in her water dish, and then she walks in it. So her cages needs cleaning. And it needs more enrichment, because she only has 2 toys. Also, this is not the cage that she is staying in. This is her temporary cage, because she can't fly around in that. And then here's Bandit. His cage has zip ties everywhere, because this... Oh, I'm trying to uncover him. Because this bird can escape with the best of them. Huh, Bandit? Huh. And see, his cage is larger and more appropriate for him, and it has a bunch of stimulation and enrichment. I try and put treats in there for, like, captive foraging. Hi, Bubbies! He's going through a molt right now, so he has a bunch of pin feathers everywhere. Hi, love. I can't let you out right now because I'm talking. Hi, love. You can come out in a second, I promise. Oh, she's throwing food at me. Yep. Oh, sorry. I was trying to cover up her water. I clean it out twice a day, and I don't know. I don't know why. She still likes to poop in her water. I'm thinking it's protest. But yeah. Alright, so maybe they'll stop screaming now that I have their sheet lifted. Also, they're only like this because it's been cold. Normally their cages are side by side. I also grabbed my tripod because I felt like that might have been a smart decision I should have made, like, right now. So, the other day, was it yesterday? No. Because today... Sorry, it doesn't matter the exact day, but about 2 days ago, I was trying to take some of our packing boxes out to a burn pile, and the dogs needed to go potty, because I'm not comfortable having them be fully outside dogs. I don't know, when they're sleeping, I need them, like, in the house, whether it's cold, whether it's hot. I just want them safe in their crate where they know they're, like, gonna be okay, and they have blankets and pillows. So, like, I'm totally fine with them running around and being, like, average outside happy-go-lucky dogs, but if it's too cold or if it's raining, they have a place inside. That's another reason the bird cages are kind of stacked up like that right now, is while we're moving boxes and stuff, the place where the bird cages are going to be, it's living in a small space. Where the bird cages are going to be, the cat food is, and then I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to put the cat food over there and the bird, anyway. So yeah, they're outside dogs, but, well, they're like indoor-outdoor. They get to spend most of their time in the fresh country air. That's how I say it to myself. So they needed to go to the bathroom, and, due to them just not getting along with my in-laws, older small dog, like, he's very protective of, like, his heating lamps and his, like, igloos. Gus just likes to be all up in people's business, and, so... yeah, Harley didn't like that very much, so, you know, they got into a couple tiffs, so now, actually, right behind, like, our camper, they have a huge pin, and we're gonna add to it to make it, like, a huge dog run, and we're gonna build, like, shade and all that stuff, but, anyway, so while that was being built, I didn't want to have them go potty in the, main yard with, Harley and Dixie. So, I was like, okay, well, you know, I've let them run around, like, next to me before. Y'all, you can never predict dogs. They are so well trained, but my boys are getting braver and braver and braver and braver. I'm telling you. Because, you'll know why in a second. They thought they could take down a horse. So, where the burn pile is, the fence behind it, the neighbors, they have horses. And Gus and Bishop, like, always bark when the horses, like whinny, or when they, like, I don't know. You know, when they, like, blow up their cheeks, and I don't know. I call it, like, the bitch sigh, when the horses bitch sigh. Yeah, but, sorry, I don't know why I keep looking over there. I'm looking at the scene of the crime. So, I guess the horses were just, like, super excited, and they were running around in their corral and stuff. And I was putting boxes on the burn pile, and I was getting ready to turn around and head back to the camper. And I just see Bishop, like, just go under the barbed wire fence. Now, he didn't go near the horse, but he was, like, barking, and he was like, oh, yeah, Bishop, 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 Bishop. That's, like, how I imagine he talks in his head. Bishop, 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 Bishop. So, yeah, Bishop was, like, bishoping. And my sweet baby angel Gus, I don't know if he assumes that he is small. I don't know if he's special. But yeah, Gus decided, I'm gonna go under the barbed wire fence too. No, Gus. No, baby. You are going to hit the barbed wire fence and bounce back. And I didn't see it happen, but I saw Gus, like, go towards the barbed wire fence and stop, and I was like, smart boys. So, you know, after that, and after, like, a little bit of, like, Cody saying, I told you so, and me being like, yeah, I know, because I always trust that the dogs will listen to me, and I guess I'm a little overconfident in my alpha status with the animals. So, like, I'm like, okay, fine, I understand. They need to, like, we need to be able to keep them more contained, but what do I do right now? They don't have, like, a pin, so it was this whole, like, I don't know. It was like, it is my fault. I also don't know what else to do, but it is my fault. Like, you sent in a butt. I totally wanted to say butt, because, like, mom guilt, big time. But, so we're coming back to the camper, and I'm telling the boys to get inside, and I'm like, why does Gus have so much drool on his face? Was not drool. So basically, what happened is he has a little scar right here from when he was, like, a pup, and, his like, mom was basically thinning the herd. She was culling her puppies because it was cold. She wasn't a good mom. There wasn't enough food. So he was rescued, but he'd already been attacked a little bit. So right here in the middle of his beautiful, sweet face, the barbed wire, it looked like, sort of like, gave him a shave. So it shaved off some of the fur, and then it cut the very, very first layer of skin. Like, the white I was seeing was basically almost like I don't know how to explain it. It did cut him to where, like, in the section, I mean, it's a pretty large section around, like, this area was bleeding. But it looks like it barely cut him. So he has, like, crisscross over his forehead, and I was losing my mind, and I was like, Cody, don't lose your mind. I'm actually pretty good. Like, I was calm, and I cleaned it. I made sure nothing was in it. I flushed it out with water. I put Neosporin. I made sure we didn't have to take him to a vet. Like I said, I got the advice of a friend who works with animals. And then I just, like, I gave him some Benadryl to, like, excuse me, I am drinking coffee and I don't know why it's making me burp. Don't go against me, be with me. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, I talked to her and I gave him some Benadryl and we relaxed and, but that broke my heart, my poor boy. My poor boy. I let him lay on the couch and he was milking it, but he got all loves and he got treats. And that was like 2 days ago, and now today. That barking is him. He sees a border collie over there. I'm pretty sure it's the same people's property, but, like, the border collie is over there. You know. Nothing keeps this dog down, but I'm monitoring it. Like I said, I took a picture of right when it happened, and I want to make sure I'm constantly checking to make sure it's healing, and I am keeping it clean, keeping some antibiotic ointment on it. But that was, that was just like, yeah, that was an experience, and it was not fun. So that's just like one of the many things that happened that day, but yeah, that day I think the most memorable experience, besides, you don't even want to know what else I did that day. No. It involved taking care of the camper in a way that I never wanted to take care of the camper. We're just not going to go into it. But, yeah, yeah, that happened, and I feel so bad, and my poor baby, I don't think it's going to scar. If it does, he's still adorable and handsome, but I've learned my lesson. My dogs are getting way, way, way too brave. Just way too brave. So, like, I'm reinforcing their training of, like, sit and stay and come. But I'm sick today, and I feel like they sensed my weakness. And so they were running all over the place again. So I'm probably just going to transport them back and forth from the camper to their run with, like, a leash from now on until they listen more. But that was the story of Gus. It took way longer than I thought. That was, like, a 9-minute story. But yeah, let's go into talking about what cross stitch I have, because I'm super into cross stitching right now. I'm also into crocheting, but I'll probably save that because I have a bunch of whips in crocheting, and pulling out cross stitch and crochet whips might just shame me a little bit too much. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so I haven't figured out the best way to show you this, so I'm just gonna do it this way, and hopefully it works. So I keep most of my cross stitching in binders. I have found that for me, they're cheaper and they're more accessible than, what am I trying to say? Oh, project bags. I love project bags. I have a bunch. I mean, I'm going to have a vlog all about my knitting stuff. I have a bunch of fabric for project bags, but I even have patterns pulled out for them. I don't have the brain capacity right now to do it. Or the room. That's probably going to be like an outside sewing project. So I also, in this binder, have printed patterns. And I can show you a couple. So I found this pattern. It is a Skyline of Houston. It's from Awesome Pattern Studio with Love, and it's number 355. And I thought that would be really cool to do like a skyline of every city I've lived in. I mean, I don't intend to live in a lot of cities, so it might be also every city like I just visit. But, so there's that. And then I love this designer on Etsy, Nikki Pattern. I have these lungs. And if you guys know me, I have chronic severe, I don't know if it's chronic, it's a chronic illness, but I have severe asthma. And I thought those lungs were so cool because, I don't know, I thought it was something really neat. I also got a couple more body parts. I don't know, I'm also just really weird, and I like to cross stitch body parts. So I got this one to entice Cody to learn cross stitching. It's Yoda, and it says, do or do not, there is no try. And we have Disney Plus now. Oh my god, people should never have told me that Disney Plus has National Geographic, because I am all over those vet shows. Like, I'm seriously, I'm watching them everywhere, anywhere. It's kind of insane. So, for Nikki Pattern, yeah. For Nikki Pattern, the lungs were number 450 and Yoda was number 114. And then I also have, I think she was having a sale, which is why I purchased a bunch of these, but also just because, like, I like them. And they have the same, like, colors, so I can just, you know, pick from what I have. This is Watercolor Tree, and that's number 273. And I thought that was really cool. I have some free patterns in here, like embroidery designs by Janasa, by Janasa. I thought this was kind of a cute sampler. I don't know if that's what it's called. I figure. Also, I have some that are not printed out at all, so. I have one that's about giving thanks, but it's just the chart, so I don't want to show that. I have some by Badass Cross Stitch, but again, that's just the chart. I also, in this binder, will keep, like, completed cross stitches, so I cross stitched this Halloween sampler. I think it's up in the cabinets above me. But this one was, this is actually free on, what's it called? Craftsy. If you guys go on Craftsy, you don't have to have, like, Craftsy Unlimited or anything. They will have free cross-stitch patterns. They have crochet, knit, anything you're interested in. They'll have, like, little samplers or just, like basic scarves, things like that on Craftsy. So I definitely suggest y'all go check that out, because I found some really good patterns, charts that I really don't need to. And then I think this was the last one from Nikki Pattern. It's number 135, Christmas in 4. So you got the polar bear, the penguin, the Santa, and the snowman. And I haven't done any of those. I might do some of those as, like, decoration for the camper and then put them on, like, little hoops. Sorry y'all, I know it sounds like a nature explosion in my background, but maybe I'll have them out eventually, but I don't know yet. They have to be good, and Smokey's not that great at flying. Okay, so I actually did a floss tube on this one. So this is my first binder. And you can't really see, but I used my label maker, and it says Tina Belcher. This was a super, super intricate chart that I found, and I was so shocked that it was on Craftsy for free. Let me see if I can find, because I don't like showing the charts. I don't know if I can find the whole picture. But if I can put what it'll look like up here, I will. And I started it last year, and, like, so in my binder, I have, like, the floss panels. In this one, I have, like, a little magnetic chart keeper. And on the back, like, I've taped my, like, legend, and then I'll have scissors and, like, a needle keeper and a highlighter. And so this one, I charted, graphed, I don't know. I marked the 10 by 10 squares with floss, but see, that's what I'm at. It's gonna say, like, I forget what it says, I really do, but it's Tina by Liz Frost, and I found it on Craftsy. I think it's something about boobies, and she's, like, wearing a bra on her head. That has to be it, because I know that would have attracted me. Just anything about, like, burning bras. So, that's my Tina, and I do want to work on this one. I'm also kind of using this video to figure out what cross stitch I kind of want to work on. So it's nice to kind of revisit the ones that I've just sort of put away. And then here is one. This is called Home Sweet Home. And I'm always kind of tweaking my organization. So in this binder, I actually have this little, I don't know what you call this. This little container with my scissors, my bobbins, like a mini highlighter. And then this is what I've done so far on it. I think I stopped this one just because, I don't know. I think I was just getting a little bit tired of doing like pink pastel flowers. Especially when I found out you can have cross stitches that basically just like say all of the curse word feelings you've thought in your entire life. So this is number 108, Home Sweet Home by Nikki Pattern. Like I said, I love her. I have a bunch, I think I have like one more of hers. And I really like this because that's how it sits in the binder. And then I zip it up and it'll fit inside like a large purse I have. Sorry, it's a little dusty. It'll fit inside like a large purse I have where I can just carry it around like this. And I get the binders at Walmart and they're super inexpensive. Alright, so the next couple I have aren't labeled. Because I don't know why. I think me and my label maker had a fight. Oh, okay, so this is when I started around Easter. So this is Stitching Land Sea Sunset. And I've always been super intrigued. Can you see that? I think the light decided to go away. But I've always been super intrigued by like these circular designs where they just put like clouds and lighthouses and everything. Ooh. So in this cross stitch I am carrying floss. As you can see, I'm carrying lots and lots of floss, but I have this section done and there's this section I'm starting on and there's this one. So I have like 1/4 of the pie done. And I'm carrying all these flosses and this binder's not so organized. This binder is a hot mess. But I can actually tell that this is one I've worked on a bunch because it is a hot mess. So hot messes mean I love them more. Because I mean, come on. Have you seen me? Have you seen the janky blind behind me? Alright. Peanut Gallery is quieting down. Small favors. Alright, I definitely don't know what's in this one. I think this is the long one. Oh, no, this is the heart one. Okay. So again, this is how my binder's set up. I do really like these little clip containers. I find them at Walmart. I think this one was on clearance. I have my highlighter. As you can tell, I'm definitely a hoop girl. I don't really like Q-snaps. I've tried Q-snaps, I've tried stretcher bars. Maybe I'm not using them right, but I don't really like them. Unpopular opinion. I like my hoops. So, oh, this is a brain. Okay. So let me see if I can show you this one. So I do that. Alright, another Nikki Pattern. And this is number 428. And it's just called Brain. And I really liked it because you have one side of the brain that's like super colorful and then one side of the brain that's just blah, and it kind of represents like the creative side of your brain and the non-creative side of your brain. I don't know, I get real philosophical about these and I'm pretty sure they're just supposed to look pretty. So that's one I've been working on. I really enjoy that one. It's a little bit of like confetti mayhem. So, sorry, I paused the video to sneeze. It's a little bit of confetti mayhem, so I'm not super sold on doing it like when I'm sick, like right now, but alright, and I think I have one more binder left. This one, obviously, I don't love because it's super neat, and I couldn't even remember what it was for a second. Okay, so this is actually on, like, a super sparkly Aida which I did not know super sparkly also meant super rough. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the glitter? So this is actually a Christmas wreath. I have a bag and a highlighter. I don't think I even bobbined these. Oop, highlighter fell. Bandit's like, yeah, Mom, we don't like it. And so this is my Nikki pattern too. It's number 324, Merry Christmas. So I'm excited to do it. I think it's just, yeah. It's like the Home Sweet Home one. I found them. I thought they'd be really cute wreath decorations. And then I found ones that are sort of like them, but that also say like curse words and very funny, witty puns. And then I was like, screw it, let's do that one. So, and just mind you, I have a bunch of cross stitch charts that I haven't printed out. So yeah. Yes, I love to start whips. I don't always finish them. I think I finished that Halloween sampler. And on that one, I think I even have one stitch. One stitch that someone pointed out to me wasn't finished. One. Thank you. I thought it was an FO. And then you crushed my fucking dreams. And now I stare at it and I'm like, God damn it. And two, it's as finished as it's gonna be. Okay. So I can only show you one of these, but then I'll try and put the, what's it called? The other ones. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. The charts. I have charts in here, but I don't have like the finished pictures, so I'll just try and put them here. So I have 3 projects in one of these like photo album cases. This is what I've been working on regularly for at least a couple months because this ish is so messy. So, by Sweet Annette Etsy shop, I have this succulent, and I printed it out in black and white, but it is extremely colorful. And I will show you. So that's what it's looking like so far. Also, I am an amazing cross stitcher. Every single one of my cross stitchers. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. Every single one of my pieces is unique. Because I always forget to, I always am like 2 counts off. Because math is hard and counting is even harder when you're counting multiple colors. Hush. I'll be fine. Alright. This is my only project that is on stretcher bars. I actually went to like an art thrift store. It was like an art Goodwill basically. But it had like, it just had knickknacks, and you could take things you didn't want, like old tile pieces. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like anything you think you can use for art. Sorry, I'm trying to grab something. Anything you could think you can use for art that you don't want anymore, like tiles or old canvases or canvases that you painted on but you don't really like, you give to this place. And they will actually just like put it out for like a small amount to sell. I don't know. It's called Texas Art Asylum. You can check it out online if you want to look. I did not do the stretcher bars right. I understand it's fraying, it's uneven, but you know what? I'm going with it. This is going to be a bird that says cuckoo motherfucker, because I found that and I'm in love with this one site. What is it? I have like 20 of her things. It's called Cross Stitching Lovers, and the website is, all of these are on Etsy, so just Google Cross Stitching Lovers. She has like a bunch of like Not Today's Satans and just all of these awesome patterns. So I saw the bird and it was right after we had gotten Bandit, and I was like, yes, that is exactly how he sounds when I'm trying to feed him. Cuckoo motherfucker, give me my food. So That one is pretty simple, and I'm going to do that for, I just do that one when I just want to fill in a bunch of green stitches. And then I also have, I'm going to flash it real quick. You saw that? You saw that? That was, and then here. Whoop. So that was Cuckoo Motherfucker. I don't think you saw it, which is fine. But the other one is The Office. So when I think of Christmas, I also think of like The Office Marathon, just like things that are super homey. Here's The Office one. Yeah, I know. Super exciting, right? I scrapped it because it's literally 2 colors. It's black and white. It's the Office logo with like the stick figure sitting down and stuff. I scrapped it though because when I got to the white part, so I was using just like 310 DMC floss. But I thought, hey, to jazz it up, to make it a little cooler, why don't I use Diamond Out? I don't know what it's called. But it's like this pearlescent white. And I was like, yeah, I'm totes gonna, let me see, is that working? Might not. There you go. I was like, I'm totally gonna just spice it up and not use just plain white and make it complicated like Catherine does, because she's a Virgo and she's super extra. Yeah, this stuff is bullshit. I hate working with it, and it was like tearing up my even weave, and it was, ugh. So I stopped, but I'm going to start again. I have some more even weave up there. Oh, also all of this cloth is either Aida or even weave. I have not graduated to linen yet. I might try, but the next project I want to do, which is the Harry Potter SAOL, I don't know. It's a stitch along that you can still join because only like the borders released right now in December 2019, and then starting January 2020 they'll release like your choose your own adventure paragraph like every 2 months. So that's gonna be even weave too. I like it better than Aida, but linen still scares the crap out of me because I am a grown woman intimidated by cloth. You know, it's cool. I'm a crafter. I'm also apparently a ballerina with thinning hair. But yeah, those were my cross stitch whips. I think I still have like 2 Harry Potter insignias that I purchased with the Office pattern, and then I'm not even gonna lie, when I am like super bummed out, and I'm super bummed out, but we're also saving money to buy like a plot of land and to buy like the shell of a house so that we can set up the floor plan ourselves inside. Yeah, literally gonna build my own house. It's like a crafter's dream. Pray for me, it might light on fire. But so while we're saving money for all of those, I really can't spend a lot of money on like anything, which is fine because I've taken up most of the camper with my art stuff. You don't even want to know what the diamond paintings look like in these cabinets or those cabinets. I'll probably show you once the trailer is clean. Trailer, camper, whatever it is. Where was I going? Oh yeah, so like when I get a little down, I'm like, you know what's inexpensive? Cross-stitch patterns on Etsy. So there's probably so much more to come. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was interesting. Like, I forgot some of these, like, that I was working on, and I think I'm actually going to revisit some that I didn't think I would. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this with me. I am drinking coffee today, Folgers, with a little bit of Cinnabon creamer. And, it's like afternoon, but I'm considering it morning because I feel like crap. I'm about to go to the doctor, and my dog tried to fight barbed wire. But yeah, I think this was fun, and yeah. Next time we'll probably look at maybe like my crochet or my knitting, but that's a little scary for me because that shit's extensive. But If you like this content, please subscribe. It's pretty much all going to be super laid back. I'll edit out sneezing and coughing and maybe me screaming at my animals. But other than that, I can't promise anything. Until next time, thanks so much, and I'm gonna go cross stitch. I'm actually super excited, and we finally got internet. All right, bye y'all.